Well, Red, you guys are 5 practices in already. What's your impression been through the first third of spring ball?
Well, I think the guys are working real hard. Obviously, we're not as polished as we want to be or need to be, but I feel like we're making improvements every day. We've got guys stepping up. So, great thing about spring ball, you got a ton of guys getting work on stuff you haven't really seen them do, and so far so good.
Got your first scrimmage coming up on Thursday. What's the plan for the scrimmage, and what do you try to see in that first scrimmage of the spring?
Well, we've got most of the base concepts in on offense, defense. So we want to see guys play and get after it. See who steps up, makes plays. The young guys who can function within the schemes. But mostly just looking to see what guys can do.
You got a new position group this spring. How is it being back with the tight ends?
It's great to be back with the tight ends. I'm not an idiot. Jay left, so I decided somebody else should handle that problem, and I'd go where we had some young talent there. So no, it's great to be back. Great group of guys. Miss the running backs; those guys are going to do big things for us this year too. But it's fun.
You mentioned the young guys. You bring Chase and Lucero into the mix this spring. How are they looking?
They're doing a good job. They're still trying to figure everything out. They're pretty good on the assignments. Now we're working on what technique to use within the assignments. But those guys are doing a good job, and they got a very bright future in front of them.
Got a very productive year out of Jake Rowe last season. What's the next step for him in his game?
Build on it. Continue to do more. Make all the plays he made last year, but find ways to make more plays and be better in the run game. He did a good job in that, but he'll do more of it this year.
You lose Connor Peters. You don't have Alec Danins out there. You don't have Holden Huff out there this spring. Giving some guys a chance to maybe do a little bit extra,
the young guys are getting more reps because of it, and they're going to be better for it. Holden's been around here forever, so he's had plenty of reps. He'll be fine come the fall. And Alec will be healthy, so we're excited to get both those guys back. But for this spring, it's a great opportunity for David and Chase to step up and get a ton of reps and really build on stuff. We're not having to fight to figure out how many reps can we get those guys right now. They're getting plenty, so doing a good job too.
That group's been built back up over the last couple of years to where it's good numbers and a lot of young talent. What do you think of just the overall mix you've got at that position?
Well,
now?
I think you saw last year we're going to use tight ends. We'll use 3, 4 every game, sometimes on the same play. So we got to have depth there, and we're looking for guys that can help us win football games by making plays in the run game, the pass game. And we've got a good crew of them now, and we'll keep building on that through recruiting in the future.
Not your position anymore, but you were with those running backs plenty last year. What do you expect out of that competition? It's very wide open, it seems like.
Well, yeah, it is very wide open, but we've got good talent there. We've got guys that can do a lot of different things. I think speed's good. We've got guys that can be inside physical runners, guys that can make guys miss. You won't see something probably like Jay last year where we just turned a guy loose for 70 plays. It'll probably be back to more what it's been here where we build by committee. But you do have 3, 4, 5 guys that have playing experience, and those guys are going to do big things for us.
You coach Lee at that position. What's it like having him out there coaching running back?
It's great. He's doing a great job. I think for the guys, there's a lot of continuity just because when he was a player, I was his coach, so a lot of the same things we were doing, he's continued to do with them, and he's built on it and put his own personality in it. And for them, they've got a guy that truly did play running back. I was a quarterback, but those guys, I think that's helping them, and have his personality mixed in with that has been a great thing for them. And the good thing is those guys all do have some experience, at least in the program, if not on the field. So they know what to expect. They know what's expected of them, and they're stepping up and competing, and we'll have good players playing for us at that position.
You've been working with Lee for a couple of years. I know he wanted to be a coach again. Nice to see him get this opportunity.
Yeah, it's great. I think that just says a lot about the program and the kind of people that Coach Harsin brings in, that we're always going to have great people here with the ability to promote from within. Will that happen every single time? No, probably not. But those are the kind of people we're developing, and that's why our coaches are appealing to other schools, because they know the kind of people we're developing. And when we get the opportunity and the fit is right to bring one of those guys into the fold, shoot, we're all for it.
They're doing something on Charles Bertoli, and it sounds like he's a little bit of a character off the field. And what was your reaction when you saw the jumping over fire photo?
My first reaction was, "Is that how you broke your collarbone a year ago?" And he said, "No." But yeah, hey, as long as those guys are safe, by all means, I hope they're having fun. And you know, those guys, we ask a lot of those guys in terms of responsibility and upholding the program and stuff. So when they find a way to do things that bring them joy and they have fun doing, where nobody's getting hurt or you know, we're not putting anybody in danger, then by all means.
He's obviously a former walk-on. He's, I guess, part of your leadership council, and obviously he's been productive on special teams. What's he bring to that room? What's his personality bring to that room?
Well, he's very determined. He's a hard-working guy. You know, I think he brings to that just somebody that's fighting for everything they've got, and you see that play on the field. You see it in practice. There's a guy that cares. You know, the team's success and his own individual success is the most important thing to him. And you know, when you see that stuff, shoot, it wears you know, rubs off on everyone.
Special teams wise, obviously you lose Dan. You know, where are you at with the kicking game, the punting game, return game, all that kind of stuff?
Right now we're just working the base stuff. Sean is really, you know, I think built on, he finished with his best game of the year in the Fiesta Bowl, and he's really built on that with confidence. We're seeing good things from him punting the ball. We haven't really spent much time in the return game with returners yet, but you know, having Dante Dion, Shane, Chaz, Devin Demas, I mean, we got plenty of guys. Plus some of these guys we're bringing in the fall be able to help us in the return game. And then obviously, you know, probably the bigger concern is just replacing Dan, because I guess heck of a kicker, and you know, hopefully he'll have a shot at the NFL. But Tyler Ross has been awesome this spring, and expect him to do the same.
I think Shane was saying the other day that you guys are getting him in the mix as a kickoff returner maybe a little bit this year.
Yeah, plan on it. You know, we just he's working at it right now, and yeah, obviously he's a guy that can do great things when he has the ball in his hands. So if we get a chance to put the ball in his hands, we're going to do it.